Hello my dear students, welcome to my channel Every Student Zone. In my previous videos we have already completed noun and pronouns, and also we have done some revision questions on these two topics. In this video we will discuss verb and its types. For my previous videos I will put the link in description below and also in the I button. You can check from there. So without any further delay, let's start. Now see, verb. What is verb? Any word that denotes an action is verb, and verb is also called a doing word. It means any word that describes an action. For example, look, move, run, write, speak, think, etc. Here all these words are indicating any type of action. Now we will discuss classification of verb according to their types. They are helping verb and main verb. There are two types of helping verb. First one is modals and the next is primary auxiliary verb. Here we have another type of classification, that is classification of verb according to their use. They are finite verbs, non-finite verbs, transitive verbs, and non-transitive verbs. Non-finite verbs are further classified into three types, and they are infinitive, gerund, and participle. Now let's discuss each one by one. First one is modals. What are they? They facilitate the main verb for suggesting potential, expectation, permission, ability, possibility, and obligation. When used with the main verb, modal verbs do not end with s or es for the third person singular. Modal auxiliary verbs never change form, but they have a different form for past tense. The modal verbs include, here you can see in this table, all types of modals are given. Here you can see will changes into would when it is used as a past tense. Can will be changed into could. Similarly, must, may, might, and should. Now let's discuss each one by one. Now here we will see first will and would. Will indicates a willingness to do something in future. The negative form of will is will not. That is, we can say won't. Indicates an unwillingness, that means refusal or reluctance to do something. Here examples. I will give you another opportunity. I will play tomorrow. Here in these two sentences, will is used as a modal. Would indicates general or repeated willingness. It also indicates preferences in the past. For example, we thought that people would buy this book. I would like to make a toast. Whenever I had to go there, they would throw a party. In the first sentence, for buying a book, it is used as a preference. In the second one, it is used as a willingness. And in the last statement, it is used as a past tense. Next, can and could. Can indicates ability, possibility, taking, giving permissions, and for friendly request. For example, he can lift the box. The temperature can rise this month. Can I take your pen? You can go now. Here, in the first sentence, it shows ability. In the second one, it shows possibility. In the third one, it shows permission. And in the last one, it also shows permission. Could indicates ability, remote possibility, and formal request. For example, they could do it. There could be a bomb under your seat. Could I talk to Mr. Amit? Here in the first sentence, we are using as an ability. In the second sentence, there could be a bomb under your seat shows remote possibility. And in the third one, it shows formal request. Next, may and might. Now see how we can use these two modals. May and might both indicate possibility, but might can suggest that there is less possibility than may. Here we can understand with these examples. It may rain later. It might rain later. In these first two sentences, we can see there is a lesser possibility in the second one, that there is less chance of raining, is represented by this sentence. Similarly, in the next two sentences, they may come back, they might come back. Here, might shows lesser possibility. Next is must. Must indicates greater possibility than both may and might. For example, they must come back, it must rain later. Both sentences showing maximum possibility for the event to be happened. Next, shall. Shall is used with first person, that is I and we, in future tense. It also indicates threat, compulsion, determination, command, promise, and desire. Here are some examples. I shall go to college tomorrow. We shall visit you again. He shall pay a fine. You shall not be allowed to remain here now. They shall save the country. You shall have this book next week surely. Shall I visit her tonight? You shall leave the room at once. In all these sentences, they are showing compulsion, determination, command, promise, and desire. Next is should. Should indicates obligation, probability, suggestion, advice, negative purpose. For example, you should not smoke at all. It shows suggestion. There should be an extra key for the lock in drawer. It shows probability. You should study English. It again shows suggestion. You should not laugh at his mistake. Shows suggestion. Don't run fast lest you should get hurt. Shows negative purpose. Next, ought to. Ought to shows moral obligations or duty. For example, we ought to love country. You ought to come home early. I think parents ought to give children more freedom. Here next type of verb, that is primary auxiliary verb. What are they? Do, have and be are primary auxiliary verbs. They are used as helping as well as main verb. For example, I do my work. I did not know him. I have a car. I have not seen him. I had been waiting for him for a long time. Here you can see these verbs are used as helping verbs and main verbs as well. Now let's see what are the different forms of do. They are do, does, did, done. Here, do, does are used as a first form of verb. Did is used as a second form of verb. Done is used as third form of verb. Similarly, next type of form is be. What are their forms? Be is am, are, was, were, been. Be is am, are used as first form of verb. Was, were are used as second form of verb. Been is used as third form of verb. Next, forms of have. What are they? Has, have, had, had. Here, has, have are used as first form of verb. Had is used as second form as well as third form of verb. Now let's see what are the main verbs. Those verbs that express an action, an occurrence, or a state of being, and those which have first form, second form, third form, and fourth form of verb, and whose prefixes s and es forms are called main verbs. The form of main verbs will change if the tense of the sentence changes. Here we can understand by these examples. Here are different forms of eat. What are they? Eat, ate, eaten, eating, eats. Here, eat is first form of verb, ate is second form of verb, eaten is third form of verb, eating is fourth form of verb, and here it is s or es form. Now see what are the forms of main verbs. Present, which is first form, past, which is second form, and third form. And the fourth form when we put ing after any first form of verb. Now let's see some examples of all form of verbs. Verbs with all different forms. Here you can see some verbs with their all forms like arise, arose, arisen, arising, arises, awake, awoke, awaken, awaking, awakes, drive, drove, driven, driving, drives, and many more. You can pause this video and take a look on this list. Here are some more examples. Now see, verbs with same second and third form. Here you can see like abuse, abused, abused, abusing, abuses. Here you can see second and third form are same. Similarly, act, acted, acted, acting, acts, and many more. Next, and some more. Now the third one. Verbs with same first, second, and third form. It means all the three forms of verbs are same. For example, bid, bid, bid. Next, bet, bet, bet. Here you can see in this list, all these three forms are same for these words. Next type, verbs with some confusing pairs. For example, here, all three forms of this pair is shown. They sound same but different in meaning. First one, it means to give birth. Second, it means to tolerate. Next pair, fall, fell, fallen, fell, felled, felled. Again, sound same but different in meaning. First, it means to descend freely. Next, it means to bring down. Next pair, find, found, 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 founded, founded. Here, first one represents to come across, and the second one is used to establish. Next pair, grind, ground, 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 grounded, grounded. Meaning of the first type is to reduce to powder or small pieces. And the meaning of ground is to bring to ground. Next pair, hang, hanged, hanged, hang, hung, hung. First one means to suspend by neck. And second one, to suspend from peg. Peg means any kind of hook on which we can hang something. Next pair, see, saw, seen, saw, sawed, sawed or sawn. Here again, sound same but different in meaning. First one means to perceive by the eye. Second one, to cut with the help of a saw. Next pair, rend, rent, 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 rented, rented. First one means to tear or break something violently. And next, to grant possession in exchange of a fixed amount. Next pair, fly, flew, flown, flow, flowed, flowed. First means to move in air as a bird does. Next one, to move in a stream just as water does. Next, rise, rose, risen, raise, raised, raised, raise, raised, raised. The first one means to get up, to progress, to ascend. Second one, to uplift, to collect, to set upright. Next, to demolish. Next one, lie, lied, lied, lie, laid, laid, lay, laid, laid. Here, the first one means to make an untrue statement. Next, to move into a horizontal position. And next, to sacrifice or to keep in a horizontal position or laying eggs. Now let's see another type of classification according to their use, in which first one is finite verbs. What are they? Verbs that are limited by number and person are known as finite verbs. For example, he is playing, they are playing. Here you can see these two bold words depend on the subject. In the first one, he is the third person singular. So for this, singular verb is used, that is. In the next one, they is used as a third person plural. So there should be a plural verb use, that is are. Next, non-infinitive verbs. What are they? Verbs that are not limited by number and person are known as non-infinitive verbs. For example, she wants to go abroad. I like watching TV. Here you can see the word go does not depend on the subject. Similarly, in the next sentence, the word watching does not depend on I. Next, now let's see what are the different types of non-infinitive verbs. First form is infinitive. It is denoted by to plus first form of verb. It acts as a noun and a verb. Hence, infinitive is also called verb noun. For example, I want to study. He likes to play cricket. Here you can see to plus first form of verb is used in these two sentences. Next, gerund. It is denoted by first form of verb plus ing. It acts as a noun and verb, hence gerund is also called verbal noun. For example, I like watching television. Swimming is a good exercise. Here, in these two sentences, ing is added with the first form of verb. In the first sentence, watching is the object of the verb. And in the second one, swimming is act as a subject. Next, participle. A word that acts as a verb as well as an adjective is called a participle. It is also called as verbal adjective. For example, hearing the noise, we rushed out of the restaurant. Thinking all is well, he went to bed. Here these two bold words are indicating verbal adjective. Now see next type, that is transitive verbs. If a verb requires an object after it, it is called a transitive verb. For example, I write essays, children fly kites. Here we can see essays and kites both are objects. So the sentences ends with the object and the verbs used in these sentences are called transitive verbs. Next is non-transitive verb. If a verb doesn't require an object after it, it is called a non-transitive verb. For example, birds fly, she slept. Here, in these two sentences, we are not using any object. So verbs used in these sentences are known as non-transitive verbs because they do not depend on object. Now we have discussed all kinds of verbs and their two types of classifications and all their subtypes. Now let's do some revision. Here I am using the same object for all these sentences so that you can better understand what I am trying to explain. First one is, he is writing an article. Here is depend on the subject he, and he is the third person singular, so we use singular verb. So what kind of verb this is? It is a finite verb. Next, he likes writing articles. Here the word writing does not depend on the subject, so it is a non-infinitive verb. Next, he is thinking to write an article. Here we can see to plus first form of verb is used here. So what kind of verb this is? It is an infinitive verb. Next, writing articles is a good habit. Here, writing acts as a noun and a verb. Hence, this is a gerund. Next, thinking positive about articles he went to bed. Here, thinking is used as a verb as well as an adjective, so it is a participle. Next, he writes an article. Here, the sentence has an object, so it is a transitive verb. And the verb is used here is first form of verb. Next, he writes. Here in this sentence, we are not using any object, so it is a intransitive verb. Next, he can write an article. Here, can is a modal which shows ability. Next, he may write an article. Here, may is also a modal which shows possibility. Next, he should write an article. Should is a modal that shows suggestion. Next, he will write an article. Here, will is a modal that shows determination. Next, he would write articles. Here, would is describing here a past habit. Next, he has an article. Here, has is a primary auxiliary verb which is used here as a main verb. Next, he has written an article. Here, again, has is a primary auxiliary verb, but in this case, it is used as a helping verb because here, written is used as a main verb. Next, he has been writing an article for 2 hours. Here again, has is used as a helping verb and writing is used as a main verb. Next, he is a writer. Here, is a primary auxiliary verb which is using here as a main verb. Next, he is writing an article. Here, is again is used, but this time it is used as a helping verb because here writing is used as a main verb. Next, he wrote an article. Here, the verb wrote is used as a main verb, which is a third form of verb. Next, he has written an article. Here, has is a primary auxiliary verb, which is used as a helping verb. Now let's see some spotting errors. First one is, he was born of poor parents. Here, third form of beer is born, that is born, not borne. Next, the university was found in 1950. Here, use founded in place of found, as third form of found is founded. Next, I complained against him because of his notorious act. Here, complaint is a noun and we use verb, so complaint should be written. Next, he lay his luggage aside and lay down to rest for a while. Here, laid is the correct word. Next, the assassin was convicted and ordered to hung. Here, use hanged in place of hung because hanged means to suspend by the neck. Next, if I leave now, I will not be able to return back before 9 pm. Here, we should remove back because the word back makes this sentence superfluous. So, what will be the correct statement? If I leave now, I will not be able to return before 9 pm. Next, run fast lest you will miss the train. Here, we use should in place of will, as lest is followed by should. Next, he hoped that He will pass the exam with flying colors. Here, we use would in place of will, as this sentence is in past tense. Next, she would broke a plate every day when she came to Delhi last month. Here, we use break in place of broke because first form of verb is used after all modals. Next, waste material should be recycled if possible. Here, third form of verb is used after should be. Next, if you get good marks, I shall happy as much as you. Here, we use be after it, as a modal must be followed by a main verb. Next, if your jogging clothes were not made of permeable fabric, you will drown in your sweat. Here, change will into would, as the sentence is in past tense. Next, being a rainy day, I had to cancel all my appointments. Here, we should use it before being. So what will be the correct statement? It being a rainy day, I had to cancel all my appointments. Next, as I have worked hard, I am confident to pass with flying colors. Here, we should use confident of passing in place of confident to pass, as first form of verb plus ing is used after all prepositions. Next, we went to that place with a view to help the earthquake victims. Here, we should use helping in place of help, as first form of verb plus ing comes after with a view to. So what will be the correct statement? We went to that place with a view to helping the earthquake victims. Next, you should avoid to go to school as you have severe eye infection. Here we should use going in place of to go because gerund comes after avoid. Next, have the letter sent by someone who is trustworthy. Here we should use sent in place of send, as the main verb is in third form. Next, would you please order for tea and biscuits for all of us? Here we should remove for, as order doesn't take for after it. Next, my father does not mind to be disturbed while he is reading the newspaper. Here we use being in place of be, as a gerund will come after mind, so change be into being. Next, perhaps you do not know, I am having a car and a jeep. Here, change having into have, as have means to possess. It doesn't take ing form. Next, the lawyer asked me if it were worth to take the matter to court. Here, first form of verb plus ing should follow worth, so worth taking should be used here. Next, he thinks himself as a great scholar. We should remove as because think is not followed by as. Next, Mrs. Sudha would rather spend a quiet evening than attending a party. Here, we should use attend after then because would rather is followed by first form, and after then the same verb form first is used. Next, the audience watched the clowns perform their act. Here, we should use first form of verb plus ing, as first form of verb comes after watch, hence we use performing in place of performed. Next, the lifeguard would not let the children to swim at the deep end of the pool. Here we should remove to, as first form of verb is used after let. Next, he denied to help me. Here we should use helping in place of to help because gerund comes after deny. Next, walking along the bank of the river, the road began to rise. Here this sentence is incomplete without the subject. So we should add a subject, that is, while I was walking along the bank of the river, the road began to rise. Next, I remember meet him 5 years ago. Here we should use meeting in place of meet as gerund comes after remember. Next, I am afraid I did a mistake in the calculation. Here we should change did into made. Next, the lights went out while we took the examination. Here, change took into were taking because while denotes a continuous activity. Next, after the teacher had told me the boys how to pronounce the word, all of them in one voice repeated the word again. Here, we should remove again because this will make the sentence superfluous. Next, I declined the invitation not because I did not want to go, but because I have no time. Here we should use had in place of have because this sentence is in past tense. Next, even after 60 years of independence, lakhs of people do not have beds to sleep. Here we should use sleep in. Next, the students were looking forward to meet the eminent scientist. Here we should use meeting in place of meet because the phrase looking forward to should be followed by first form of verb plus ing. Next, we must get this letter sent as soon as possible. Here we should use sent in place of send as the word get should be followed by third form of verb. Now we have completed all about verb and its types, and we have also done some revisions on it. If you have any doubt in this video, write in the comment section. I will make that thing clear to you. And for my previous videos, I will put the link in the description below and in I button as well. You can check my previous videos from there. In my next video, we will start at verb and its types and we'll do some questions on it. So that's all for today. Tell me about my video in the comment section, and if this video is helpful to you, share it, subscribe it, and hit the like button. Thanks.